Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League's Spike Magazine Trophy, week number 4. We're well underway in season 4, and tonight we got a pretty good one for you tonight. Tonight we're gonna have Subductisupercilicarptors versus Nuffle to see here. Why is that happening? Berserker Tempest versus Clypheus. Underworld Denizens versus Chaos Joes. Let's fix this. Man. One day, oh look, there's one day I'll get through a stream without some mistake. Look at, oh my goodness. Cool, well, we'll see that. We'll see that that fact later on tonight. Oh boy, let's just look at the standings. My goodness. In Division A, currently in first place with their win here in week 4. Yesterday, played their game against their nemesis, Chimes Nevagana. Cenozoic Park took the win in that one, 1-0. They're in first place with a record of 3-0-0. In second place, El Numerino's Stairway to Nuffle, an Underworld team, 1-2-1 is their record. Followed by the Dead Poets, S. Beaver's team, an Undead team, 1-2-0 is their record. But we're in Division B tonight, and would you look at it, League champion Doug the Minotaur's White Skull Windbreakers, an Orc team, they're in first place with a record of 3-1-0, followed closely behind by Alphitus Australis. Eric's team, a Wood Elf team, 2-1-0 is their record. And Mr. Yuck also very closely behind in third place. The Nurgle team, Mr. Yuck, coached by Venger, 2-1-1 is their record tonight. We've got Subductisupercilicarptors versus the Season 2 champion Clypheus and his team, Nuffle, to see here. Hey, just one game. Just one game. I'd like one game. Where I don't mess something up. Tonight's home team is Subductisupercilicarptors, coached by Berserker Tempest, coming to a TV of 895,000 gold. An Underworld team has a 13-player roster, has the big guy here in the Troll. The Troll, the only leveled player on the roster with Claw skill, 1 dedicated fan, 1 apothecary, 3 rerolls, a whole bunch of Skaven, a whole bunch of Snotlings, but not a Goblin in sight. He's going to be up against Nuffle to see here tonight. The visiting team, coming in at a TV of 1,170,000 gold, has a 12-player roster with 1 not starting tonight. Conjunctivitis will be out with a serious injury. So starting with 11 players on this roster, has 4 chosen blockers, well, 3 will be starting tonight, and a whole bunch of Beastmen, 1 apothecary, 3 dedicated fans, 3 rerolls. How do the two teams play tonight? Well, let's take a look at the Underworld team first. Underworld, right? They have very, very inexpensive players. They have a lot of Snotlings. We've seen swarming before. Swarming will allow Subductus to field more than 11 players on the pitch tonight. That's a very, very strong advantage that you can have, even if it is a Snotling, right? Strength 1, AV 6 plus means they don't last long, but they have dodge, they have sidestep, they are stunty and titchy. All their dodges are a 2+. They can get to where they need to be. That means they're always ready to go for an assist. That means they're always ready to go for a foul. They're always ready to go to put a tackle zone where you need it. And if you've got more than 11 players on the pitch, that's a very strong advantage. Also, this team, you can see all the Skaven, they all hate all the Goblins, but there's no Goblins on the team, so Berserker Tempest doesn't have to worry about this animosity roll at all tonight. He does have a thrower, he has a gutter runner, he's got a passing game, but the problem is, eventually, inevitably, you're going to start losing players, right? You have a bunch of 6+ players, 8+ players. They're going to fall, and you're going to start losing players. So how do you defend against that as an Underworld coach? Well, you have a number of ways to do it, but you'll see, we saw El Numerino do this in the past. You'll see a lot of Underworld coaches do this. They will play Murder Ball. So he's going to go in and go in early, go for those fouls and start trying to remove players. You have these very, very inexpensive Snotlings. You can have up to 6 of them on the pitch. You can have up to 14 players on the pitch. He'll be going in for those fouls. That means guaranteed with this TV value, he's getting 275,000 gold in petty cash. He's going to be spending a number of that on bribes. His bribes are half off. That means if he gets all 3 bribes, it's only 150k. That leaves him with some money left in the bank. What he might do with that money is a little unclear yet, but he's got a passing game, he's got a running game, he's going to try to foul players. He definitely wants to be on defense to start with just because he's so brittle and so fragile, but that also will allow him to control the tempo of the game. If he starts on defense and goes after these players, if he can stop the score, he's in great shape. If not, no worries. He's just trying to remove players, he's trying to get injuries, he's trying to get casualties, and then he can think about maybe trying to force the ball to score early, and then he wins 2-1. He does have one leveled player. He has a level 2 player in the big guy, the troll. He picked up Claw, so this sort of tells you his mindset that he wants to play Murder Ball. He has this big guy with a strength of 5, Mighty Blow, and Claw. Claw treats everybody's AV as if it were an 8+. The problem with the troll, in my opinion, is picking up Claw means you want to take the blocks on the troll. Taking the blocks on the troll means you're going to fail his Negatrait roll, and that is really stupid. So when the troll activates, if there's a friendly player next to him, you have to roll a d6 and get a 2+. Otherwise, it's a 4+. And if you don't get that, you're in trouble, right? Because you lose your action, you lose your tackle zones. The troll's usually parked up at mid-pitch. He's controlling mid-pitch with a high strength. But to take advantage of Claw means you need to roll dice, and if you're rolling dice, eventually you're going to lose those dice if he or lose those rolls. If he fails a roll, he's going to be reluctant to spend one of his 3 rerolls on it because of the loner trait, of course. So it can be real tricky to get that going. But if he can get it going, he'll come out on top. He will be up against a team with 4 players left on the pitch. He's going to be up against Nuffle to see here tonight. Nuffle to see here, a Chaos Chosen team with 3 chosen blockers. They are strength 4 and a bunch of beastmen. They all have horns. He doesn't really have to choose his blitzer because he has so many players with horns. Whichever of these beastmen he blitzes with, he's getting a +1 to strength. So that's another strength 4 player. He has Mighty Block on 1. He has Guard on a couple, Tackle on 1, Guard on a chosen blocker, Claw on a chosen blocker. He has a runner with Strip Ball and Wrestle. He has Mighty Blow. He's done a great job of spreading out his skills. He just needs to be able to use them tonight. He's the higher TV team. He's the advantage team in terms of TV. But if he can leverage these skills that his opponent just doesn't have, it's his ball game. It's his ball game. He's got the strength. He's got the skills. He just needs to watch out for those fouls. And speaking of which, with that 275k going back to Subductisupercilicarptors, that means that I have to imagine he's picking up 3 bribes, right? They're half off. It's 150k and 3 bribes. That only leaves him with 125k left, however. And I don't know what he's going to spend that on. That's not enough to pick up a star player. Maybe he picks up some kegs or something. I don't know. But he can either go in and spend the 275 on a star player that he thinks will make the difference, or he goes in for those bribes. He plays Murder Ball, tries to get the significant player advantage and win this game, 1-0 or 2-1. But then that leaves money on the table, frankly. So we'll see what Berserker Tempest decides to do tonight. And without further ado, let's head on over to Discord and see if our coaches are ready to go. Looks like both are in Discord, ready to go. So we'll wait for them to get their game started. Still in the first half of this competition, so you can make big swings in the standings by picking up just 1 win. Next week will mark the midway point of this competition, and this competition itself marks the midway point of the open season. SP Beaver says, I'll try to get another win this week just for you. Wow, thanks, buddy. Thank you. That's very kind of you. All right, clear skies to start this game this evening. See, starting with just the 3 blockers. Can normally take 4. 1 is injured and will not be starting tonight. So just 3 players at strength of 4. Oh, look at that taunting snotling. For fan factor apiece tonight. Kickoff event table. It's going to be up to the whims of Nuffle. 275k to spend here for Subductisupercilicarptors. We'll see what they spend it on. They could go 2 bribes and a wizard, perhaps. Oh, they're going to go with Hackflem. All right, picking up Hackflem Scuttle Spike. Once the extra mobility has extra arms and 2 heads. Picked up 1 of the bribes. And that will be the inducement phase. So picked up Hackflem and a bribe. We'll see if he can make good use of Hackflem here. Hackflem, I believe, strength 3. Well, he picked up a bribe. He picked up a bribe. I would have gone with all 3, but, you know, I'm also, I'm not at the top of the standings. So Nuffle to see here. It's going to set up on defense. So, Subductus they won the coin toss here. They're choosing to start on offense. I'm 0 for 2 on predictions now. So went for 1 bribe instead of 3 and choosing offense instead of defense. Choosing defense meant he was guaranteed to start with 11. It also meant he would be able to set the pace of the game. Choosing to be on offense first, wants to get on the board first. The problem with this matchup is this Underworld team, they're probably, if they're going to score, it's probably going to have to be quickly. And that's going to allow Nuffle to see here an opportunity to win with a 2-1 grind. Tark79, welcome to the stream. Now 16 players versus 11. He has 14 players on his roster. 14 plus 10 and a journeyman. Oh no, he actually had a 12-player roster. So it'll be 14 versus 11. And we'll see if he gets everybody on the pitch here. See here. 3 on the line to start their defense. Looks like they're repositioning to screen out the Underworld team, giving up the wide zones, apparently. Let's see how wise that is. I think Clypeus probably wouldn't mind that. If he can force an early score, I think he'll be perfectly okay with that. Putting the claw blocker on the line now. 2 of these blockers on the line, and that's the setup. So proprioception, the #1 chosen blocker with claw, he'll be the left defensive end to start this game. That troll going on the line. 5-player offensive line currently for Subductisupercilicarptors. Judge Dredge, welcome to the stream. 2 back to receive. Has that gutter runner and thrower currently back to receive. Can certainly get away with 1 since the opposition has no kicker. I could maybe free up that gutter to go somewhere else. Swapping out the gutter runner with Hackflem. So Hackflem on the pitch now. All right, so you can get a maximum of 2 more players on the pitch. It could be 13v11. We'll see what happens. Just gonna roll a 1 though, so 12v11 to start this game. Shallow kick for Nuffle to see here. Is he gonna try to catch this ball with a snotling? Puts the snotling right behind the ball. The ball is going to be kicked to the opposing 8-yard line, and now turn 1 for Subductisupercilicarptors. Brilliant coaching is going to go to Nuffle to see here. They're going to pick up an extra reroll. They're at 4 for the half. 2-die block with that troll to get things underway. No fear. Gets the knockdown. Has mighty blow. Claw's going to treat everybody's armor as if it's an 8+. A mighty blow means the troll's going to get a +1 to the armor roll, and if he doesn't need it, he'll get it for the injury roll instead. SB Beaver says, gotta level up those snotlings. Do you? just put a bunch of SPP into them. Trust me, it'll be fine. Going for the pickup right out of the gate after the block. 3+ pickup fails, but works out with the free reroll thanks to sure hands. And now is going to get this ball back. Picks the ball up with the thrower, passes to Hack Flem Scuttlespike, the star player wearing number 3. Gets a point of SVP on the thrower. Now back to the line, gets a knockdown against Presbyopia. Number 14, Skaven lineman, Skaven clan rat. Gets a knockdown. Can get a 2-die against Stereognosis if he takes the blitz with number 15, but nope, gonna dodge the snot away, and that'll be the turn. So deciding not to take the block on Stereognosis. Turn 1 for Nuffle to see here. And Stereognosis taking that block that he was afforded, gets the POW against the number 14 clan rat. He's the right guard. It's going to be knocked down. Follows up on the block. Stand up blitz by proprioception, gets a POW against the troll. 2-die blitz, gets the POW, looking for a 10+. Oh my goodness, he got it and got a KO out of this. Unbelievable. 11v11 on the pitch now. Took out the only leveled player on this roster. And now starting to pick off offensive players, trying to pick this line off. Oh, did I say 10+? Yeah, he has clots. It's not a 7+, it's an 8+. But yeah, Claw makes everything an 8+. And now Subductus lost their Claw player, and now they're down to a whole bunch of rookies on the roster. Turn 2, back to Subductus. Threw their ball backwards to their star player. They have the ball on their own 16-yard line. And now they're taking a mark on the number 10 Beastman in the right wide zone, suggesting that the blitz will happen on this Beastman. Here it comes. 2-die blitz with the block skill. They'll get a knockdown out of this. Looking for a 9+. Set up some protection in the right wide zone. Looks like he's committing to the right wide zone. If so, Nuffle to see here will try to pivot to try to force this score early. Oh, well, he's going to try to stop the score, of course, but barring that, he's going to apply that pressure to either recover the ball or force it to score early so that Nuffle to see here will have plenty of opportunity to score in this first half. Tark79 asks, what are the different color rings around the players mean? You can see right here. So the green guys are considered runners. The purple guy, or the dark blue, I guess, guys are throwers. Those orange circles are the strength 4 players. Those are the blockers. The yellow players are blitzers. And then the red ring would be big guys, of which there's only one tonight. He's been KO'd. And then linemen are gray. So moves Hack Flem forward. 2 dodges. Fails the second dodge here. Decides to re-roll the dodge to reposition Cleopatra. Advances the ball across the line of scrimmage to the 4. In the hands of Hack Flem. Strength 3 player. Turn 2 to Nuffle to see here. See if he takes a blitz on Hack Flem or not. Two-die block back at mid-pitch. This is going to be a push result against Meryl Streakus. This Snotling is not here. He's actually here. This is a bug in the game. Two-die block against the number 14 Clan Rat back at mid-pitch will be a knockdown. 7+ breaks armor here. He's got it. Another KO. One-man player advantage now to Nuffle to see here. 11v10 on the pitch. 3-die block against the number 2 Snotling. Blocks against Snotlings are almost always going to be 3-die. You just need more than double the strength, and they have a strength of 1. That means anything more than 2, you're going to get a 3-die block. Snotling decided to sidestep into another block here. Cleopatra's going to get knocked down. It's a stun on Cleopatra. "35 seconds left on the clock here in turn 2 for Nuffle to see here. They are on defense. Currently positioned to the left of this ball, Hack Flem's Scuttle Spike. Star player currently in possession of the ball. This is a MA9 player with 2 heads and dodge. Block on the number 7 Clan Rat behind the ball is a push. Marking players, takes a 2-die on Meryl Streakus. This time gets a POW. Blitz still on the table. Nuffle to see here into bonus time. Eric Lionheart, welcome to the stream. Eric asks, how many dead have we enjoyed so far? None dead yet, but 2 knockouts already. 2 removals. Here comes the blitz with horns. 2-die blitz. Double skulls. He'll re-roll this. Into... Oh, does he take the knockdown? I think he might take the push. He's thinking about it. He's going to go for the push. I think that's wise. And then he'll stay put. And that'll be the turn. Where'd the ball get thrown back in? Oh, there it is. Way down pitch. So you can see he has strip ball here. And strip ball is negated by sure hands, but the ball was thrown in the hands of a Hack Flem Scuttle Spike. And due to that push there, he stripped the ball out of Hack Flem's hands, pushed him to the sideline, and that put the ball out of bounds and got thrown back in on Nuffle to see here's own 22-yard line. Yeah, I mean, I would have taken the push too, but both down at least forces Hackflem to like make a choice on his next turn, where if that ball stayed in bounds, Hackflem is just going to grab that ball again. After the blitz, gets a stun on Myopia. That was the player who blitzed Hackflem just a turn ago, and will skedaddle on down to the ball now. Mr. Buzz here, welcome to the stream. Oh, there he is. Yeah, there he is. This is what I meant. This is what I meant by taking that push. If he took the both down result, Hackflem A would be prone, B would have lost 3 MA, and then his actions might have changed. But I still think I would have taken the push. I still think I would have taken the push. Now Berserker Tempest repositioning his offense with these snotlings. This is what we talked about. This is one of the things we talked about. One of the uses of these snotlings in the pregame. 2+. Every dodge is a 2+. So he's going to reposition them behind the defense. A number of rushes worked out here. Position them behind the defense to try to keep this ball safe. 2-die block now. Turn 3 back to Nuffle to see here. They're going to get a push out of this way back where it doesn't really matter. On the other side of the pitch. Nuffle to see here can force this score on the next turn. They'll be in pretty good shape, I think. I think Fighters will be fine with that. Taking his blocks first, has 3 rerolls. Yeah, after that mark taken by number 6 on Subductus's turn, he'll take the 3-die block. He says, sure thing. Gets stunned. SP Beaver says, I do not think Clypheus has a play to get the ball, maybe a little pressure, but that's it. Yeah, but if he can do that, right, if he can force this score on turn 4, then Clypheus will have 5 turns to score, right? Which he can totally do. And if he does that, the half ends at 1-1, and then Nuffle to see here will be on offense in the second half, and then they just need to score on turn 16 to win. Very surprised to see this Underworld team not fouling. Decided to pick up just the 1 bribe. I guess it shouldn't be that surprised because they only pick up the 1 bribe. Three-die blitz on the number 13 Snotling's going to be a push. Sidesteps to the left, adjacent to his teammate, the thrower. And now a 2-die block on the other side of the pitch. Once more, this time it'll be a knockdown. Yeah, I mean, it's an easy way. It's an easy way to get to SPP for sure. Now enough to see here. Taking a lot of blocks, but are going to be left with 4-ish. Let's be generous. Let's say 4 players applying pressure to this ball. Berserker Tempest might be fine stalling this out for 1 more turn. We'll see. I might have risked a dodge just to really get the well, didn't need it. 1-0 the score. Well done. Berserker Tempest is going to take the lead in this game. I was going to say, I probably would have risked a dodge to apply some more pressure on the offense just to really try to force the score this turn, because Nuffle C here has 5 turns left, and even just delaying by 1 more turn, that's 1 less turn to score. Right now you're down to 4 turns to get on the board, and now it feels a little more daunting, but Subductus deciding to score anyway, so Nuffle to see here did not have to risk the die roll. They're going to set up, or Subductisupercilicarptors are going to set up their defense now, setting up an anchor defense. Only got back one of their KOs. I'll put a Snot middle linebacker position. Three players on the defense for Subductus. The big guy, the troll, coming back onto the pitch after that brain-rattling KO. Enough to see here setting up their offense. Be very surprised if the guard player doesn't come onto the line. And there he is, guard player on the line to guarantee that assist. Probably going to go after the troll once more. That's why you see proprioception, the claw player, on the line. It's 4+1 guaranteed against the troll right now. That's a 1-die block. He's going to be looking to make that a 2-die block. 6 on the line with 1 wide end to the left. Tark79 says, are there rules of thumb about when to put a big guy on the defensive line of scrimmage instead of cannon fodder? I don't know if there's a rule of thumb. I think it depends on what race you're playing and depends on your strategy and what skills you've picked up. Like when you put a big guy on the line, you're pretty much telegraphing, you're like, I want to control mid-pitch, which is a strong position, right? And when you take him off the line, you're saying, okay, prayer to Nuffle, let's go. No! Cheering fans would have been a roll on the prayers Nuffle table, but nobody won the roll, so there will be no miracle from Nuffle this drive. Ball kick to the opposing 8-yard line, taking the blocks on the line. First one's going to be a push on the right defensive end. But if you see, for example, say an undead team set up their mummies as linebackers instead, that's the undead team saying, all right, my mummies are only an MA of 3. Got a POW on the troll. Needs an 8+. They're only MA of 3. They're very slow. I want to get them into the drive. All the blocks taken on the line, resulting in 2 knockdowns and 1 push. And now a blitz. 3-die blitz on the number 8 Snotling on the left side of the defense here. Gets a POW. Just a 6+ will break armor. There it is. Good removal. One-man player advantage now for Nuffle to see here. Snotlings. Very, very fragile guys. SP Beaver says, my mummies are always going on the line. I mean, they can. They certainly can. Right? And then you're saying, I am controlling mid-pitch. You shall not pass. Oh, did he get 1 on the roll? I wasn't actually paying attention. 8, 9. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11. Yeah, it's 11v11. My apologies. Three plus pickup for Nuffle to see here. Fails the pickup with not a lot of time on the clock. Well, it has 5 turns. I mean, it's not a little amount of time. It's a debatable reroll. He said, I'm not wasting any time. I'm going to spin the reroll. I think that's a good call. Successful pickup on the reroll and is going to advance this ball to his own 4-yard line. And there's the really stupid roll, failing the 2+ really stupid roll. Spent the re-roll here, but failed the loner roll. So we talked about this in the pregame as well. Declared the blitz with the troll, right? He's trying to make use of that Mighty Blow plus Claw, but failed the really stupid roll. It was 2+, failed it. Risked the re-roll, meaning he had to spend it because of the loner trait. He had to roll another d6. On a 4+, he'd be able to use the re-roll. Failed that loner roll. And so now he has lost a reroll. His troll's going to remain prone, so he's lost the action with the troll, and he has lost his opportunity to blitz. One die block gets a POW against Hemianopsia. Hemianopsia. Gets a stun out of this. I think if you're an undead team and you put mummies on the line, I think it's fine, because most of the time that's where the action's going to be. So they'll always, I don't want to say always, but they'll often be in the drive. If you're up against a yeah, there you go. These are all 2+ dodges. That's 2 marks on the ball carrier now, with 2 snotlings. Here comes the third one. Didn't get this third one, got a KO instead. I think you might see mummies off the line when an undead team plays against, say, like a Skaven team, or an elf team maybe. After the failed dodge, it's now a one-man player advantage to Nuffle to see here. And they're going to get an armor break for a stun on one of these marking snotlings. Three die block against Cleopatra will be a POW. Gets another stun. 2 die block against the number 7 Clan Rat will be a push. Life is just trying to carve out some of the pitch here. Resecure the right wide zone. No action here by Nuffle to see here with 38 seconds left in the clock. Half their team has yet to action, probably deciding how, if he wants to try to start enclosing this defense on the left side, or keeping this defense, or keeping these players behind to protect the ball carrier. It looks like he's going to try to take the opportunity to encircle the defense here. So what he's trying to do here, you can see he's carved out this side of the pitch. He's going to try to carve out this side of the pitch. He's going to give the defense nowhere to go, right? They can't come here. They can't come here. They can't come here. Two-die blitz against Meryl Streakus gets the POW. 7+ breaks armor with Mighty Blow. Doesn't get it. Into bonus time with Nuffle to see here. Repositions the blitzer to set up a cage on the opposing 4-yard line off to the left side of the pitch here. Takes a 3-die against the number 2 snotling, marking the ball carrier. Got the POW. And that'll be the turn. Good injury. Oh, thanks, Tarek. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Second injury of the game. Underworld teams will tend to do this. They'll lose their players. And again, failing the really stupid roll. Didn't spend the blitz this time. So the big guy, the troll, is going to remain prone. So you can see what Clypeus has done here. He's got a cage here, right? I mean, it's not perfect yet. I mean, there's a player here, of course, but he's got a cage here, and you'll see. This is sort of a standard running tactic, I guess you could say. Underworld teams do this a lot. Orc teams do this a lot, where you want to set up where you want to be, right? So let's just say I was caged here, right, with a standard, a tight X-shaped cage. If I want to move this ball carrier, well, maybe I want to set up another cage here, right? And I can do that in a number of ways. Maybe this guy pulls, and this guy pulls, and these guys, maybe they're engaged, or they're going over here, or whatever, and then these guys come in to fill in this cage. And then once I have this cage, maybe I'm setting up a cage over here. Maybe I've got two players here, or I've got two corners here, or something like that. You're always trying to give yourself a future position where the ball carrier is going to be safe so that you can keep marching this ball down pitch. Ten seconds left on the clock for Subductus. Tark79 says, today I coached against a 6 reroll skating team. Geez, them rats are fast. Yes, they are. Gutter runners are obnoxious. Very, very good pieces. 6 rerolls is a lot, though. Sure, it's a lot of rerolls, but that's a lot of money, in my opinion, anyway. That's a lot of money you're giving up to your opponent. What on earth is happening right now? The star of the show, Hackflem Scuttlespike. $15 dodges to a 2-die blitz. Is he gonna pick this ball up? Get out of town! Oh, I love this game. Hackflem Scuttlespike, the champ, the pro. There he goes. Five dodges into a 2-die blitz. Got the pal. Got the good ball pickup. 2 more dodges and 2 GFIs, and now the ball in the hands of Subductisupercilicarptors on the opposing 12-yard line. 2-die blitz on Hackflem. It's going to be a push unless this is a reroll. It's going to do it. Got the pal this time. Oh, Mr. Buzz here. Thank you very much for the kind words. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out and watching Blood Bowl. I love this game, man. I absolutely love this game. Good knockdown on Hackflem. Scuttlespike's going to knock the ball out of the hands of the star player into the hands of Keratitis, the number 6 Beastman runner. But Nuffle to see here with just 3 turns remaining to try to score. To see here, making marks, trying to tie up this defense. He's going to need to leave a few players free to move this ball next turn. Takes a mark on number 6, the Snotling threatening the ball carrier. Nobody is free. All right. No free players. He'll have 2 turns to score. Turn 7 for Subductus. Finally, the Troll's going to stand up and get into this game. One of the problems, star players are great. I mean, they're really good. There's a lot of, I mean, there are bad star players and there are good star players, of course. But one big problem with the star players is that they don't play for your team, right? You basically hire them for a game, and they kind of do their own thing. And so if you're going to score a touchdown with one, that's 3 SPP that you've lost on your team. You've given that up to the star player. And there's always a calculus to make there. Stand-up blitz by Hackflem's going to get the POW on Keratitis, the ball carrier. I think he's going to try to score here. We'll see. A dodge to a ball pickup to 2 GFIs. We'll make this a 2-0 ball game for Subductus. He can score. That was 1, right? That was 1. Let's see, 9876. Oh, you're right. He is 1 short. You were right. You're right. Hackflem Scuttlespike in possession of the ball on the 24-yard line now, and now Nuffle to see here are watching their opportunity to score vanish. But it's always a tricky calculus. Do I score with? If I have an opportunity to score with a star player, do I actually take it and ensure I get on the board and maybe get that win that I need? Or do I try to get this ball into the hands of somebody where I'm not going to lose that SPP? 2-die block back at mid-pitch is going to be a POW against the Troll. Again with the claw player. Calafius leaving that claw blocker base with that Troll. Always trying to remove the big guy. Second block will be a knockdown against number 11. He's a blitzer for this Underworld team. And now a 3-die block against Meryl Streakus. Good knockdown here as well. Gets an armor break, gets a KO. That's another removal for Nuffle to see here. Well done. Do I not know my own bot commands? Is it skill? Maybe it's skill. Thank you. Gee, who wrote it? Who wrote it? Who's the dummy that wrote it? Oh, failed the second rush on the rush blitz. He's going to have to spend the final reroll. He's going to have to take the both down here. Hackflem is stunned. Huge blitz by Nuffle to see here. 2 rushes on the blitz, spends the final reroll on the second failed rush. Got the both down result. And got a stun. Gail She1, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow, by the way, too. I appreciate it. first foul of the game for Subductus here. 3 assists on the foul. Got a KO. That's how you do it. First removal for Subductisupercilicarptors. Three-die block back at the line of scrimmage, gets a pal. Or near the line of scrimmage, I should say. As Peter says, so does Clypeus go for the draw now? Boy, tough call. I don't know. I would see how the KO rolls fare, and if Subductus is down a bunch of players, I might just go for it. I might just try to win. Two-die block against the troll. This time, not with the claw player, but gets a stun anyway. Gets a stun on the troll. Good armor break. What a second drive this has been. Nuffle to see here afforded 5 turns to get on the board after the score by Subductus on their first drive on offense. Lost the ball. Hack Flem Scuttle Spike, the star player, scored the first TD. Recovered the ball after a 5 dodge blitz to a ball pickup. 2 more dodges, 2 more GFIs. Almost scored, but got stunned late in the half. And now, Nuffle to see here is going to be on offense to start the second half of this game, down a touchdown. So Subductisupercilicarptors are going to start with 12 players on the pitch. It looks like they're going to set up in their anchor. Oh, not 12 players. 10 players? I thought they had one more person. They do not. They're going to start with 10 players on the pitch. And they set up in an anchor formation once more. Nuffle to see here to set up their offense again. Blepharospasm, the number 7 Beastman, back to receive. Five-man line for Nuffle to see here. All 3 blockers on the line. They're on the left side, the center, the left guard, the left tackle, all blockers. As the guard player, or rather the player with the guard skill, in the right guard position, and then Strabismus, this is the tackle, the injured tackle player. He's in the right tackle position. Here's the kick. Do we get? Oh, yes, sir. Knuckle Dusters. One of Subductus' players without the loner trait is going to get a Mighty Blow +1. Who's it going to be? It's going to be the number 11 Blitzer. That's a pretty good player to choose, to get the player the skill on. So the prayer to Nuffle has been answered. Subductus won that won the roll off there. And now they have a Blitzer. That's a player with the block skill, with Mighty Blow as well. A removal here for Nuffle to see here. One-man player advantage for Nuffle to see. Nuffle to see here, currently. Got a removal off the line. That's Snotling will go away. Now a 3-die block against Meryl Streakus gets the POW. This is with Mighty Blow. Can't break armor. I just realized I have a backup running. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. Ball currently resting on Nuffle to see here's own 20-yard line. Taking their blocks first. After the deep kick gets a POW on Cleopatra. Cleopatra on the right corner of that anchor. Doesn't break armor. Nuffle to see here with the same tactic as the second drive of this game. Their first time up on offense. They're carving out that right side of the pitch. Moving all these players forward, taking all of these marks. The cryostenosis is staying in the halfback position to assist the ball, or to help out the ball carrier with repositioning and protecting the ball in future turns. And now turn 9 back to Subductisupercilicarptors. They still have one bribe. They've only taken one foul so far all game. Good 2+ dodge by the gutter runner. Gutter runners with an MA of 9, agility of 2+. They come with the dodge skill. Very, very good pieces. One of the best pieces in Blood Bowl, I would say. A rookie gutter runner can score a touchdown from the 4-yard line. They're very fast. One, two, three, four. All 2+ dodges for the number 13 Snotling. And starting to apply some pressure on the ball carrier. Dodges right through that offensive line. So there's this, like, I don't know what you would call it, special event maybe? Like a collaboration between Japanese companies going on called Shin Japan Heroes, I think that's what it's called. It's basically a collaboration between oh, get out of town with this! Hack Flem Scuttle Spike once more with he's got twinkle toes. He's been going to tap dancing class. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. I figured it out. Takes a mark on the ball carrier once more with a number of dodges. And now this is going to force Nuffle to see here to start with a blitz against Hack Flem. They'll get the POW. Tarek 79 says star player for real. Indeed. And now advances the ball to his own 2-yard line. 3-die block on the number 6 Snotling who was applying pressure. This is going to be a sidestep push. And he's going to sidestep to mark the ball carrier. So that Snotling is going to remain in place for this turn. No one else can block him down. It's called Shin Japan Heroes, I think. And it's a collaboration between Neon Genesis Evangelion, Ultraman, Godzilla, and Masked Rider. So I bought... There's like 4 pieces to this diorama, and it looks really cool. And I bought like Godzilla a week ago, I think, and I really liked it. So then, oh, good KO here. So I ended up buying the other 3 pieces of the diorama, and it looked Masked Rider, Common Rider. Math glider. No. So I really like the diorama. Anyway, the whole point of this dumb story is that I like the diorama so much, I bought another toy for this event where it was expensive, and I've been toying with this for like 3 months, but I decided to get it anyway. It's Godzilla, Ultraman, Masked Rider, and Ava Unit 1 that transform into a combined giant robot. It's so silly. I'm very excited for this. Anyway, back to the game. Nuffle to see here has the ball on their own 2-yard line. Dipping back under the bonus clock. Under 5 minutes on the bonus clock for Nuffle to see here. Takes the both down result against Meryl Streakis. That'll be the end of the turn. Turn 10 now. Back to Subductisupercilicarptors. Oh, I absolutely will. You bet. You bet. I don't know how much anyone knows about like Evangelion or Godzilla or anything, but in Ava there's this concept of an absolute terror field. It's basically like a force field that creatures have in it. And in the combined toy, Godzilla's head's like poking out of this AT field in the chest. It's so goofy. I love it. I love it so much. Roll a skull on the blitz on the ball carrier. Into another skull. Failed the loner roll with Hackflem. And Hackflem has been KO'd. Hackflem went in for the risky 1-die blitz. Hackflem does not have the block skill. Wouldn't matter one way or another, but rolled rolled a skull, spent the reroll, but couldn't get through the loner roll, and that will be not just a turnover, but Hackflem is out of the drive. Tark79 says, are we now 9 versus 10? I think we're like 10v8 or something, right? Let's see. Let's count it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh boy, now the hurt is coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I missing? 1, 2. Why is he? Oh, because he's being blocked. That's what's confusing me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9v6. I should just count up the sideline. He started with 14. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yep. 9v6. Count faster, they are dying. Here's another one. Another one bites the dust here in turn 11. Oh boy, now that blitz, removal on the blitz, and the ball carrier is going to move freely down to the opposing 10-yard line. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're right. You're right. 10 versus 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 10 v 5. A 2-to-1 advantage in favor of Nuffle to see here. And that troll, unfortunately, failing the really stupid roll. This time a 4+ roll, a 50-50 roll, because he doesn't have an ally adjacent to kick him in the shins and remind him he's got a game to play. That's how normal people remind people of things, right? You kick them in the shins. Hey, don't forget your doctor's appointment. Berserker Tap is sending that gutter runner down into a scoring position. Sends a Snotling down with him. Doesn't do anything else. Not sure what the play is here. Maybe he's just running him to safety and just giving up the touchdown. But Nuffle to see here is certainly... Well, I don't want to say certainly. They might try to score. Gets a push out of this on the 3-die blitz against that runaway Snotling. And he'll sidestep to the right. So Nuffle see here, probably not scoring this turn. Might score next turn, unless they've just decided they're getting a draw out of this. Oh, he's gonna score this turn. Boy, oh boy, where's this ball going? Oh my goodness. You know what? That's a way to get some SPP on a blocker. Decided to score this turn, so going to give themselves as much opportunity as possible to recover this ball in the next drive, but failed the rush. SPB with the emergency rush warning. Thank you for the bits. Failed the rush, and now the gutter runner coming back into play to mark Stereognosis, the number 3 blocker, who recovered this ball after the crowd was done throwing it back and forth to each other. They ended up throwing it onto the pitch where Stereognosis was able to recover. Stand-up blitz, uphill blitz. It's going to be a push. Oh, he says, no, I'm re-rolling this, and that's a turnover. Going big, but didn't work out. Turn 13, back to Nuffle to see here. Final quarter begins. Tarek79, thank you so much for the sub. Very kind. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Might try a handoff to Hemianopsia here, the number 10 Beastman. And that will be one rush to score. But first, the blitz. 3-die blitz on the gutter. Gets a pal. 8+ breaks armor. Got a K. That's another removal. Oh, I would absolutely be trying to win this game at this point. Do it. Do it. No! Hand it off! What are you doing? Takes a knockdown on that Snotling that tried to run away a turn ago. Taking some blocks, looking for more removals. Not getting any out of it. Turn 13, back to Subductisupercilicarptors. They're down to, I don't know, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 players on the pitch. You know what? You know what? I would be fine with this if Clypheus tries to table the team. Failed the 4+ dodge with the down blitzer on the left sideline. That's the blitzer who picked up the mighty blow skill. That's going to be another turnover. All these KOs and injuries, this is what Underworld coaches have to deal with game by game. And there's the score, 3 SPP for that blocker. Well done by Clypheus to get on the board here. Oh no! Nuffle with the sense of humor! Holy smokes! All right, all right. Well, that's a bunch of players that are coming back on the pitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A one-man player advantage for Nuffle to see here. They were not hoping for that result. They were hoping for odds. Didn't work out, and now they've got 3 turns they need to defend against, then they'll have 2 turns on defense to do it. Nuffle to see here with the 5-man defensive line, 2 in either wide zone. But they are really close to the line of scrimmage. Berserker Tempest is going to be looking to score quickly here. They get back Hackflem. He's back on the pitch. Subductus will have 3 turns on offense. Nuffle to see here will have 2 turns on defense. Subductus still has 1 reroll remaining, still has their bribe. They have not been fouling a lot this game. And probably not going to risk it now. Three on the line for Subductus. Here's the kick. Deep kick. Wow. All the way in the end zone. Hackflem's gonna, oh boy. Hackflem's gonna mess up the catch. Not a problem except for the repositioning of Hackflem. He's gonna put the ball back in the hands of Hackflem. So he moved on the high kick. He's allowed to put a player under the ball to try to get a free catch out of it. Failed the catch. The ball went out of bounds. That makes it a touchback. The really real downside to that is now Hackflem is all the way back here. Could have put the ball in the hands of someone else, but he wants it in the hands of Hackflem. So he's got the full distance to go in 3 turns. 2 die blitz to get things started for this drive in the right wide zone. Will knock down that right lineman. Hackflem not moving the full distance. Boy, scary, scary. Moving about half his speed. He's going to remain on his own 16-yard line over in the left wide zone. Spends the final reroll on... Spent the final reroll on the line here. He was looking for more than the push. Again, failed the loner roll, and he's only going to get a push out of it. And now Subductus has no rerolls remaining for the game. Nuffle to see here has to be very mindful of all these Skaven players. Slowest speed of these Skaven players is MA7. Had to spend the final reroll here or else risk a turnover. Or, not final reroll, had to risk a reroll here. Or spend a reroll or risk a turnover. Has one final reroll remaining, but did get a KO out of that. 3-die block on the left side of this offensive line will get a POW on the number 6 Snotling. Another armor break and another removal. 3-man player advantage for Nuffle to see here. 2-man player advantage for Nuffle to see here. I'll learn to count one day. Gets a knockdown on the troll. Blitz still available. Has to worry about the Skaven players. He's removed one. Shifting some. Ow. Remember, all these Snotlings have sidestep. That means Berserker Tempest decides where they go, and it doesn't have to be directly back. It could be into any adjacent open space. Is doing exactly what he needs to do here, worrying about these Skaven players. This number 11 blitzer over in the right wide zone is still out of scoring position. We'll see if Subductus shifts to the right. Looks like they're they're putting a Skaven player on the line. That is 2 tied up players out of just a handful of players left on the pitch here for Subductus. So they've taken 2 marks on the right side of the line here. Can't get the handoff to number 11. He can certainly try to throw it. Took the 2+ dodge with Cleopatra. Stood up with the troll. No rerolls remaining for this team. Turn 15. They've got to end this turn in scoring position. And the only one who's going to do that is number 11. Here we go. All right, well now Hackflem in scoring position as well. Hackflem's 2 GFIs away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2. Did I say GFIs? I meant rush. Sorry. The old version of the game, they were called GFIs, or go for it. Nuffle to see here only has to worry about Hackflem Scuttle Spike. They get this knockdown or a push. They win this game. There it is. That's all they needed. Did I say they win this game? They draw this game. They win this game by not winning. So you can see Hackflem Scuttle Spike push just out of range here. Really needed to move this blitzer down pitch. Didn't happen, and now this game's going to end in a draw. I suppose Nuffle to see here is going to try to score if they can, which they can't. So it's a draw. They're going to try to score if they can, which they can't. So they won't try that. Tries to get a knockdown on a hack play, doesn't work out. Tough game. This one's going to end in a draw. Nuffle to see here. Got on the board. They were down a touchdown, got on the board. Hoping they would have a significant player advantage going into this drive. Nuffle had other plans. Continue to remove players in this drive. Subductus try to get players in a position to score. It was up to Hackflem to win this game, and unfortunately he couldn't stand his ground. Final turn of the ball game. Nothing to do here but pick up some SPP. Maybe get this ball, hand this ball off to someone who can throw for some SPP. Call it a day. Two-eye block. Two-eye blitz by the troll. Claw. Doesn't break armor. 1 point off from breaking armor there with Claw. Yeah, just one foul all game. A single foul. Under a minute left in this game. Draw ball game here in Division B. Oh, super risky touches here. It's with Hackflem, so it doesn't matter so much, but it's just a lesson for you. If that's a player you you employ on your team, you don't want to make risks like that. But with Hackflem, totally cool. And that'll be the end of the game. 1-1, the final. We can't see the stats due to a regression bug, unfortunately. And Subductisupercilicarptors versus Nuffle to see here. They each get a draw. So Nuffle to see here with 3 draws in this competition so far. I know what that feels like. All right, GG's to both coaches. Good game. Really exciting game to watch as well. It was, well played, well done. Let's take a look at the schedule here before we go. Coming up next, we have a game tomorrow afternoon, Sunday, April 21st at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's UTC -4. That's going to be the Bone Breakers versus Harlequins BBFC. Galchi 1 versus BB Nut. That's Blackworks versus Undead. Eric's Plays, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hey, that's me. Thanks for coming out. That'll be tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Again, that's UTC -4. And we have 2 more games yet to be scheduled. And when those games get scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to those schedules on our website at maml.club. That's maml.club. Here on Twitch or on our social media pages on Blue Sky, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also watch previous games on our YouTube channel. Man, this game is so much fun. Play Blood Bowl, man. This game is a blast. You can play Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation and Xbox, and a tabletop forum at your friendly local game store. We got plenty of Blood Bowl left to go in this season. Plenty to go in this competition. Next week will mark the midway point in the Spike Magazine Trophy. 2 more teams looking to earn their spot in the championship competition this season. I can't wait to see who it's going to be. It's hard fought so far. We're halfway through this competition, and the upper half of the divisions are still neck and neck. The bottom halves of the divisions are still very much in this competition. It's going to be real exciting to watch, and I hope we'll catch you here tomorrow afternoon. And until then, tomorrow, Sunday, April 21st at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Take care, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening.